or keep it on the silent mode to avoid any interruption. I repeat, we request all of you to kindly switch off your mobile phones or keep them on the silent mode to avoid any interruption. Thank you for the cooperation.
Hey.
We request all dignitaries on and off the stage and members of the audience to be standing until the invocation song will have been sung. I repeat, we request all dignitaries on and off the stage and members of the audience to be standing until the invocation song will have been sung. Thank you.
Hello, check. Check.
Hello.
Check.
पेज नंबर क्या है?
Check. Check. Check.
सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां शस्य श्यामलां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं शुभ्रज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी फुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमदलशोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरभाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे मातरं वन्दे
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may please take your seats. Please settle down so that we can begin with the event. Thank you. Namaste and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. We are delighted to be here with all of you this morning and welcome you to the 14th Convocation of the ICFAI Foundation for Higher Education, Hyderabad. Our special welcome to all the distinguished dignitaries on the dais and our special invitees, including the press in the audience.
We request our student volunteer to welcome Honorable Chancellor Dr. C. Rangarajan. We now request our student volunteer to welcome our distinguished chief guest, Professor T.G. Sitharam.
We now request our student volunteer to welcome our special invitee, Learned Attorney General of India, Sri R. Venkataramani. We now request our student volunteer to welcome our Vice Chancellor, Professor L.S. Ganesh. We request our Chancellor, Dr. C. Rangarajan, to please declare the convocation open.
I declare the 14th convocation of IFHE Hyderabad open.
We request the Vice Chancellor, Professor L.S. Ganesh, to introduce our Chancellor and the distinguished chief guest to the audience and to present the convocation report.
Check. Namaste and good morning to all of you in the audience. Respected Chancellor, Dr. Rangarajan ji, Honorable Chief Guest, Professor T.G. Sitharam ji, Chairperson of the All India Council for Technical Education, Mrs. Sobarani Yasasvi ji, Chairperson of the Society, Sri Shankara ji, President, Board of Governors of the ICFAI Society, distinguished members of the Board of Management, the Executive Council, members of the Academic Council, the Finance Committee, the Planning and Monitoring Board, and the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, members of the faculty and staff, dear graduates, respected parents and well-wishers, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to you all on behalf of IFHE Hyderabad. We are honored by the presence of our Chancellor, Dr. Rangarajan ji, and our Chief Guest, Professor T.G. Sitharam ji, and all of you. I wish to highlight the stellar, exceptional contributions of these two great citizens of our nation. Of course, I must add here that it might be futile to try to introduce Surya and Guru. And this is something which I have to obviously make you infer from what I'm going to say of the fantastic work and accomplishments of these two great citizens. Dr. Rangarajan, the Chancellor of our university, is a leading economist who has played a key role both as an academician and as a policy maker in our country. May I request for some silence, please? I request you to be silent. This is a very solemn occasion, not a wedding reception. I request your silence, please. Yeah. That side especially. Currently, he is the chairperson of the Madras School of Economics and president of the C.R. Rao Advanced Institute for Mathematics, Statistics and Computer Science at Hyderabad. Previously, Dr. Rangarajan held several important positions, including those of the Governor of the Reserve Bank of India. Did I speak in some other language that you don't understand? Okay. He served as the Chairman Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister, Member Planning Commission, and also the Chairman of the 12th Finance Commission. He was also the Governor of the then United Andhra Pradesh, and then of Odisha and of Tamil Nadu, and was a member of the Rajya Sabha. That should briefly tell you of the person who's sitting before you, a 92+ year young citizen of India. Next. I come to Professor T.G. Sitaram, who took charge as the Chairman of All India Council for Technical Education, Government of India, in 2022, late 2022, and has served the office with inimitable distinction. He is a senior professor and a member of the Council of the Indian Institute of Science at Bangalore. Earlier, he served as the Director of the Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati. Of course, he has served many, many offices. He has also served as a visiting or honorary professor at many universities in countries such as Japan, Canada, the USA, Hong Kong, Australia, and Republic of China. He has served as a member of the Science and Engineering Research Board of the Department of Science and Technology and of the Governing Council of the National Council of Science Museums. Professor Sitaram's contributions in geotechnical and infrastructure engineering and soil dynamics have led him to be recognized among the world's top 2% scientists by Stanford University in terms of his citations. His knowledge and expertise have benefited several hundreds of students, including research scholars who received his guidance, and PG and UG students whom he taught, and thousands of industry professionals and teachers whom he trained. So, ladies and gentlemen, Professor T.G. Sitaram, our chief guest for the convocation. Please let me share a brief about our fine institution with our graduates who are about to receive their degrees. Congratulations to all of you before I start. The printed version of the convocation report will present all the detailed information. Given the time that I have, it's important that I present an abstract or a précis to you today. Today we celebrate a milestone that marks the completion of a few years of hard work and dedication. The successful completion of your degree is only one chapter of your story, and we at the ICFAI Foundation for Higher Education, Hyderabad, look forward to witnessing your future success. Today, in all, 2,515 graduates will receive their degrees, well-earned degrees in fact. I'm confident that all of us will be happy to note that 5 research scholars of the ICFAI Business School and 4 each of ICFAI Tech and ICFAI Law will earn their doctoral degrees in just a short while. We warmly welcome them into the world of intellectual pursuit in which they will serve as doctors who will not cure diseases of the human body, to be very specific. I would have loved to read out all the names of each and every student, but that would take several hours. And however, you will find your names displayed on the screens here. Let me come to the medals, prizes, and awards earned by the graduating batch. There are 43 awards instituted for students and faculty. Of these, 5 are Best Teacher Awards, 25 are Academic Excellence Awards for students, and 13 are All-Round Awards for students. All these awards will be presented shortly by our chief guest and our university's chancellor. As you graduate, you join our university's alumni community, numbering over 20,000 people and spread all over India and our world. And each of you will and should play a role in shaping India and our world for your fellow graduates, your families, and your communities. Now, I wish to share brief information about the noteworthy achievements of our university and the constituent units during the last academic year, 23-24. The contents are not and perhaps cannot be exhaustive. However, they are certainly indicative. The detailed information, as I told you just now, is presented in the convocation report. So let me begin with our university's adoption and internationalization of the new education policy. Very importantly, and at the outset, I'm delighted to share with all of you that our institution was bestowed with and enjoyed the unique honor of conducting the prestigious Association of Indian Universities 98th Annual Conference of Vice Chancellors. Well over 200 Vice Chancellors from various institutions across our country actively participated in the annual event. They unanimously commended our institution for organizing the conference in an exemplary manner and setting a very high standard in terms of all aspects of the organization quality, ranging from the welcome into the city through the conference sessions and proceedings, and finally to the send-offs after the concluding session. They were fulsome in their praise of fine attention to detail demonstrated by the organizing team, coordinated by Professor Madhavi of IBS and supported by Colonel Vishwanath, retired, our Director Administration, and their teams. Coming to the adoption and internationalization of the National Education Policy, I'm glad to share with you all that we have followed and complied with several initiatives promoted by the UGC following the implementation of the new education policy, the National Education Policy. I'm sure in the years to come there'll be some more as the decades roll on. And these compliances or guidelines being followed include, number one, launching of a 4-year UG program leading to the BBA, BA, BCom, BSc degrees in 2 tracks, honors and honors with research. 2, registration with the academic bank of credits. 3, incorporating multiple entry and multiple exit systems in our educational programs. 4, infusing a multidisciplinary character into our university. 5, consolidating our online and distance education programs via digitalization. 6, encouraging our students to take courses via SWAYAM and MOOCs. 7, continuing with and expanding internship schemes for our students. 8, consolidating academic and institutional collaboration with reputed foreign institutions and even initiating newer arrangements. Also, we have 9, a flourishing office of Dean for International Collaborations and Accreditations. 10, enrich the initiatives and efforts of the Alumni Relations Function. 11, promoted our efforts to gain sponsored research projects from various national and international funding bodies. 12, launched 2 new 4-year BBA programs, one in artificial intelligence and data science and the other in cloud computing and cybersecurity. 13, employed professors of practice. 14, transformed our undergraduate programs on the basis of the UGC's new curriculum and credit framework, including offering courses under the multidisciplinary, ability enhancement, skill enhancement, and value-added categories or components. 15, launched new doctoral research programs in development studies and public policy, and strengthened our doctoral research programs end-to-end. 16, fine-tuned our gender sensitization programs and the corresponding grievance redressal systems. Notably, we have further, going from 17 to 22, the following. Increased our footprint in the context of community engagement, and we are working on sustainability-focused internships even from the very first year of the undergraduate programs. Then we have worked on our facilities for all-round development and welfare of our students, and these include the construction of 2 new large hostels in our campus, ongoing right now, and an extension of Mess 2. And then we have promoted the merits of the Indian knowledge systems and emphasized the holistic aspects and richness of our heritage and culture, particularly those concerning values and ethics. We have begun our efforts to empanel experts in crafts and arts to teach our students so they may expand their minds, perspectives, and finer sense of appreciation of human life and living. We've aligned with the principles and practices reflected in the Utsaha portal. And finally, we have identified and supported students to participate in the NEP Sarthi initiative. Incidentally, we were among the first institutions to form an implementation committee very soon after the launch of the NEP 2020. And following the spirit of NEP 2020, which we have infused beyond into the UG programs and courses in science, technology, engineering and mathematics, architecture and law of our university. Our university's focus on internationalization has led to formalize international partnership arrangements with reputed institutions in the USA, Europe, and South America. In terms of accreditations and rankings, I'm very proud to share with all of you that we have earned the prestigious AACSB, SAQS, and NAC accreditations. And we have been rated and ranked very highly by national and international agencies, befitting our high value as an institution of higher learning in and for our nation. Additionally, our university is also an affiliate member of the valued European Foundation for Management Development and has joined the United Nations Principles for Responsible Management Education as a signatory member. We have several other accreditations, but as we go along, I wish to move on into the rankings that we have also. In terms of rankings, among the India's best private multidisciplinary deemed universities, our university was ranked 4th by Education World, 9th by the Week Hansa, and 12th by India Today. It stands at number 1 in this state of Telangana. And among all universities, government and private, we stand ranked around 35 by other national rating agencies or ranking agencies. And in the global university rankings of London, we have been ranked 94th among the 100 top universities in India, which is a very creditable achievement. Okay. IFHE comprises 5 constituent units, namely IBS, the Business School, ICFAI Tech, the STEM School, ICFAI Law School, ILS sometimes, but I believe that label has been taken by somebody, so we'll call it ICFAI Law, ISARC, the Architecture School, and ISOS, the School of Social Sciences. The last one was established last year and has already grown strong wings. IBS, ICFAI Tech, and ICFAI Law School have received top 10 percentile ranks among a few hundreds of institutions in our country. Another very creditable achievement. All the details are presented in the full report. We have also achieved the ISO 14001 to 2015 certificate and the ISO 9001 2015 certificate for quality management systems and environmental management systems respectively. These are due for approval and our teams are working furiously on the task at hand. Several programs have also been approved in terms of the programs that we offer, both at Hyderabad and our Bangalore off-campus center. And we are now conducting MBA and BBA programs in management and also BCA, BTech programs in computer science and engineering, electronics and communication engineering, mechanical engineering, artificial intelligence and machine learning, artificial intelligence and data science, and master's programs in computer science and engineering, and so on. There are several other programs. We've also received letters of approval from the Bar Council of India for conducting BA Journalism LLB Honours program at Hyderabad and at our off-campus center in Bangalore. Okay. I come to the constituent units and some of their achievements. IBS, the first one, is fully aligned with the NEP and UGC guidelines thereof and has gone on to work on several initiatives connected with the NEP. ICFAI Tech, the School of STEM, has also adopted many of the principles of NEP and adopted them into the courses that are being offered there and the programs thereof. I'm very happy to share with you that the placements have been quite good considering the global difficult situation that is being experienced across everywhere actually. Okay. And I must share with you that the proportion of placements has been quite good in IBS and in ICFAI Tech also. Okay. In ICFAI Law School, out of 227 students who are passing out, 34 have secured career placements, 15 have opted for higher education in India and abroad, and the rest have joined private legal practitioners. And I must name here Professor Narayan Rao Bhattu, Professor Arun Kumar, and Professor Muhammad Akbar Khan have received national level recognition and honors from various organizations. The law school is also actively pursuing MOUs with reputable institutions abroad, so as much as IBS and ICFAI Tech are also doing. Coming to the School of Architecture, ICFAI School of Architecture, ISARC, was established in 2018 and is now at the forefront of implementing NEP. In fact, one of the interesting aspects is the ISARC had implemented the concept of professors of practice even before the NEP came into being. So there are some very interesting things that our institution has done, perhaps foreseeing the kind of changes that are happening, are likely to happen in the country. In that sense, I must commend all my colleagues who have worked for this. Coming to ISOS, the Social Sciences School, which was inaugurated by none other than Dr. C. Rangarajan last year. The school presently offers the BA Honours, Honours with Research, BCom Honours with Research, and MA PhD degrees in Economics. This year, we are commencing a psychology program, a UG program in psychology. And we are also going to commence a new PhD program in development studies and public policy. Of course, these are truly interdisciplinary programs, and I'm sure that we will work to the day when the interdisciplinarity is seen in terms of the faculty who will work closely with the research scholars who will be selected into the program, not necessarily confined to ISOS. Academic research and sponsored research consulting projects. The faculty members of all the constituent units have a creditable record of academic research, work, and accomplishments. In all, they have published nearly 250 papers in reputed, indexed, and refereed journals and participated and presented papers in nearly 100 conferences. The university has also organized over 20 in-campus international and national conferences. Of course, some of them in the hybrid mode, with some participants coming online. A significant proportion of faculty members of each constituent unit have had their research works published in top-rated, indexed and refereed international and national journals and in prestigious conference proceedings. They've also authored books and contributed to book chapters. Some have secured national as well as international sponsored research and consultancy projects and completed them successfully. I must name two colleagues who have done exceedingly well, Professor Sushanta Mahapatra and Professor Vigneshwara Swami of ISOS. Both have done very well on this count. Some faculty members of ICFAI Tech have also been granted patents for their inventions. I must name Professor Manmadachari, whose 3D printing of human lower jaw is being commercialized by the Indian Defence Forces, which is a very creditable achievement. Please give me a second as the pages seem stuck a bit. Yeah, thank you. Our Case Research Center, this is a star of the institution, an absolute star. It is now ranked world number 3 by the Case Center London in terms of number of cases developed. Doesn't stop there. They are world number 2 in terms of adoption of their cases. This is a remarkable achievement by any institution in any field in our country. I think this is something I think we have to clap the Case Research Center. Led by Professor Sanjeev Datta. Okay. I'm sure it cockles your hearts. Okay. The seed money grant program, I'm coming towards the last part. We started the seed money grant program in 2015, and since then we've launched it, and now we are going for half-yearly applications for the grants. In all, the grant program has sanctioned 131 projects since 2015, with a combined budget of over 2 crores, funded across 11 rounds of seed money project calls from January 2015 to January 2024. More details are there in the report. We have several centers of excellence, and I'm duty bound to name the centers, and not all of them are centers for excellence. For example, the Case Research Center is named Case Research Center, and it is excellent by its being. Okay. So there are wonderful things that are happening as we go along. We have a Center for Excellence in Advanced Manufacturing and Robotics, in Banking and Finance, Blockchain Technologies, Corporate and Commercial Laws, Criminal Law, Cyber Law and Data Protection, Digital Transformation, Diversity and Inclusion at the Bangalore campus, Environment and Forest Laws, Gender Studies, Intellectual Property Rights, Leadership, which was established very recently, in Sustainability at the Bangalore campus, in Women Development, and finally one in Innovation and Entrepreneurship, which was also started not too far back. Management development programs. This is another great effort that we have done in the university, and the last year, I'm very happy to tell you, we've been 20% more productive than what we did the previous year, actually, by adding new and reputable client companies in newer and industrial business domains, responding effectively to requests by existing clients for repeat programs, and clocking a total of 2,145 participant man days. In the years to come, we expect this to grow exponentially in this value stream of our university, especially given the rapidly spreading reputation of IBS faculty, whose training inputs are being valued at the highest levels in top organizations of our nation. And I must name the leadership of Professor Radha Mohan of IBS, who has contributed immensely to this line of institutional activity. We have an Institution Innovation Council, and this institution, along with its sister, the ICFAI, the IFHE Innovation and Entrepreneurship Council, has conducted a series of university-level hackathons and business plan competitions aimed at nurturing students' engagement in innovation and entrepreneurship. Presently, we have 16 incubation ideas which are being taken care of by these 2 units, including 5 alumni-led startups. And they are being guided towards realizing their innovative business ideas and ventures. We are also happy to share with you that one of our alumni-led startups has successfully gone to market and is earning revenues now and doing very well, and more are scheduled to follow this year. I appeal to all the seniors who are going to graduate, please infuse the spirit of entrepreneurship into your immediate juniors with whom you will be touched. I'm sure you're already coaching them on many things. So please put this also into your advice to your juniors. We have an ICFAI staff college, and that has served 6,122 participants during the year, contributing to capacity building through 105 periodic value-driven faculty and staff development programs aimed at enhancing their teaching abilities and bringing them up to date with the latest developments. We have an average of 58 participants per program. We had a special lecture, the 12th NJ SSV Memorial Annual Lecture, which was delivered on 22nd November 2023 by Professor Janat Shah, the former director of IIM Udaipur. And he shared his expert insights on, within quotes, improving performance on the Human Development Index, redesigning service delivery systems. Student activities. Our students have been real stars of our university, and I'm sure all of you will feel very happy to read this part of the report. We have 54 student clubs which provide a platform to students to continuously hone their leadership, managerial and technical skills via a very large variety of major and minor co- and extracurricular events and activities at the national and local levels. And during the last academic year alone, these clubs together conducted more than 1,000 different kinds of events, both online as well as hybrid modes. Individually, the clubs may not know what the other club is doing, but I thought this summary would help you. And we have emerged, our students have emerged winners in many prestigious national level student competitions. Our students have also celebrated important days in the annual calendar of events, along with several sustainability focused initiatives. And these include International Yoga Day, of course Independence Day, Republic Day, Teachers Day, Engineers Day, Constitution Day, and most importantly National Youth Day to mark Swami Vivekananda's birth anniversary. We also celebrate International Women's Day. Beyond the institute level and school level events, some of our university students have unique, praiseworthy national level accomplishments and recognition by virtue of their abundant demonstrated talent in different co-curricular and extracurricular contexts, including sports, event organization and management, music, dance, and other visual and performing arts. I should name here some students, and I hope you'll spread this message around, because ultimately we must grant that honor to students who have extraordinary accomplishments in what they do. Venkata Abhiram and Ritesh Reddy of ICFAI Law School in sports. Lakshmi Ajay and Sanjita and Varshini in ICFAI Tech. Srinija of the BBA program in sports organization. Nidhi Iyer of ICFAI Tech in co-curricular activities. Pavani of ISOS in co-curricular activities. Remarkable work done by them at even the national level. Financial position, this is the last part. I'm happy to inform you that the financial position of our university continues to be very encouraging, and we should always value the vital contribution to our continuing strength and development as an institution of higher learning. I want you to recognize that we are perhaps the lone wolf private institution operating in 6 states in the Northeast. Please understand and appreciate the role played by this society. This is no ordinary role, where literally there is a saying, this institution has gone where others don't dare to dream. So this is something remarkable. The last part, to all of you, my dear graduating students, just indulge in me for a minute or so more. I'm sorry I've taken time, but I can't stop singing the praise of what my colleagues have done in this institute. Okay. The last part, I want all of you graduates and the parents to keep the following few points in your mind as you embark on the next stage of your life. One milestone is over. You're going to the next part of your life. Number 1, demonstrating distinctive competence is great. And competence is a combination of knowledge and skills. I'm sure you have enough of that. However, personal and professional character matter infinitely more. Remember, competence cannot substitute for character. This is a very important point, because when you work as managers, you will expect character of your colleagues, your peers, your supply chain partners and all. So it's only fair that you demonstrate the same to them. Next, learn to become comfortable with what is uncomfortable. This is an important part of everybody's life. Emotions, yes. Emotional drama, no. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile and that you would have lived. Third, strongly demonstrate compassion and concern for others, including our natural environment, which also deserves compassion. All of you know what has happened in Wayanad. All of you know what has happened in Himachal Pradesh just a day or two ago. We are messing up our own lives. Please take care. And this is not a competence problem. This is a character problem. Our society and our world need you and your families. Families there, you will raise your families. You can and should play a pivotal role in their transformation and bring laurels to our institution. It's ours, however old you may become. Work together in an integrated manner to solve challenging problems. No problem ever comes to you and saying that I'm a marketing segmentation problem, I'm a stress relief problem, I am this criminal problem, etc. Discovering the problem is half the problem. So please pay attention to that and work together in an integrated manner. Please learn to master your egos. Do not let your ego master you. Peace with dignity is the highest human value, and this should constitute your breath and blood flow. Never compromise on peace and dignity, especially of the other person. I wish to place on record my gratitude to the Ministry of Education, the University Grants Commission, the AICTE, the Bar Council of India, and the Council of Architecture for their continued support to our university. I also wish to express my deep sense of gratitude to the members of the Executive Council, the Academic Council, the Finance Committee, the Planning and Monitoring Board, the IQAC, the boards of studies of various faculties, and the operational and coordination leadership team who are sitting here and there for the tremendous support and cooperation we have received from them. I must really bow to all of you, actually. Okay. I wish to make a special mention of the parents to the students, of all the graduating students who are participating here. We value your presence immensely, and I'm sure you're proud of your wards who are sitting here and who will receive the degrees. God bless you all. I take this opportunity to convey my sincere thanks to all the stakeholders of our university, teachers, staff, students, alumni, and recruiters for their unstinted cooperation and good wishes. I hope in the years to come, their sense of commitment and quality contributions will enable our university to scale new heights of excellence. Thank you for your patient hearing, and now I request Dr. C. Rangarajan, the Chancellor, to address the audience. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor, Professor L.S. Ganesh. Now, we request the Honorable Chancellor, Dr. C. Rangarajan, to convey his message.
Professor Sitaram, Mr. Venkatramanni, Mrs. Shobharani Esasvi, Mr. V. S. Shankara, Professor Mahinder Reddy, Professor Ganesh, members of the Board of Management, faculty and staff, graduating students, and distinguished invitees. It gives me great pleasure to be in your midst this morning to preside over the 14th convocation of this university. We are extremely delighted to have with us as chief guest Professor T.G. Sitaram, who is the chairman of All India Council for Technical Education. He is an eminent scientist and technologist. He has taught in India and abroad in some of the leading universities. He was also director of IIT Guwahati. AICTE and Professor Sita Ram, as it said, will play an important role in giving shape to technology education in our country. We look forward to his guidance and leadership. I am pleased to listen to the Vice Chancellor's report. I congratulate Vice Chancellor Mr. Ganesh and his colleagues on the progress the university has made and the initiatives it has taken to make the programs at the university both relevant and meaningful. This is reflected in the recognition received from the accrediting agencies. Let me congratulate all of you who are graduating today. Let me add a word of special appreciation to those who are receiving medals and awards. This is an occasion for you to be happy because your academic efforts have come to a successful fruition. As you enter a new stage in your life, your future is intertwined with the future of this country. But at the same time, please remember, you have the opportunity to shape it. The country welcomes you as the future leaders of change. The importance of higher education in building up a nation is well recognized. In today's world, competition in any field is competition in knowledge. Therefore, the country's growth in agriculture, industry, and science depends upon creating a core of well-trained professionals in those areas, and this can come or happen only with good quality higher education. We need not belittle what we have achieved. However, there is an inescapable need to strengthen higher education in terms of quality and effectiveness. The three dimensions of the reform of higher education are access, equity, and quality. Broadening the access is extremely important when we see the gross enrollment ratio being well below that of the advanced countries. Equity is vital in order to ensure that underprivileged communities share the benefits of education. Equally important is the promotion of quality. Indeed, any reform of higher education cannot succeed without this. The new scheme of things that is being implemented must give enough freedom to colleges and universities to experiment and innovate. We should not be straitjacketing the system. May I take the occasion that has been given to me this morning to say a few words about India's future development and more particularly on the strategy of development. In the light of recent developments at home and abroad, we need to have a clear roadmap for India's growth. The expectations of the people are very clear. They want to become a developed country by 2047, and that is when India completes 100 years of independence. Is it possible? The international financial organizations classify countries as developed countries, those which have a per capita income of more than $13,000. In 2047, this level may be slightly higher. India's per capita income today is around $2,500. This shows the distance we have to travel. Based on some assumptions on the exchange rate, future exchange rate of the rupee, and the way inflation will behave in this country, we need to have an average rate of growth of 6 to 7% to achieve this level of per capita income. Is it possible? Let us say that we need to grow at 7% per annum for the next 20 years or 2 decades and plus. Now, in order to achieve that, the simple arithmetic shows that we need to have a 35% investment rate in the country. That is on the assumption of what we call the incremental capital output ratio of 5:1. 7% rate of growth will require 35% as the gross fixed capital formation rate. How close are we to it? In fact, we are at the moment about 33% of GDP as the gross investment rate. In some sense, we are close to it. But much of the increase in the investment rate in the recent period has been because of the increase in the capital expenditures of the government, more particularly of the government of India. But this cannot continue for long, because even this increase in capital expenditure by the government has been accompanied by a very high fiscal deficit of 6.7%, 6.4%, and 5.7% of GDP. We need to cut that out. Therefore, what is really required is a pickup in private investment so that we can get 35% of the GDP, which will enable us to go along with a growth rate of 7%. For achieving this, we need to create an appropriate environment for private investment, both corporate and non-corporate, in order to grow. What should be the strategy of development? There have been long discussions in literature on what the appropriate strategy of development should be. The East Asian success was largely attributed to what they call the export-led strategy. That these countries essentially focused on exports, and exports actually acted as the engine which really pulled the whole train. But it was always said that these are all small countries. The countries we are talking about are South Korea, Malaysia, Thailand, and so on. But then came China. China also adopted an export-led growth strategy. And please remember, in 1970, India's share in world exports was 0.6% of 6%. China's share in world exports was also 0.6%. 2.5 decades later, China's share in world exports is about 11%, and India's share in world exports is 2.5%. Therefore, if you really want to follow that strategy, you need to pull it up. But is it possible now? I think there are reasons to believe that that kind of a strategy may not work now, because the entire environment in world trade and world growth is changing. That was a period when these countries had a higher rate of growth in exports, was a period in which world trade expanded very fast, and the world growth was also expanding. But now we are stuck with a slightly different situation. Many countries which wanted free trade are somewhat muted now, and some of them are even against it. We probably do not know if Trump becomes the President of the United States, what could happen to the world trade. Therefore, to come back to the point, broadly speaking, the strategy of development that we must adopt must be multi-dimensional. We need to emphasize exports, services, manufacturing, agriculture, etc. It would be useful to identify our own sunrise industries. For example, food processing industry may be given a high priority as it is labor intensive and it helps agriculture, it has export demand, And one issue came up during the Russian-Ukraine war. During the period of the Russia-Ukraine war, supply disruptions became very critical. And in that period, because of the supply restrictions, even we were affected because chips could not reach us in time. And therefore, the question that was asked at that time is, should each country concentrate on critical imports, the production of critical imports in the country itself? My point on this is, any import substitution must look at cost. Expensive import substitution is not to the advantage of anybody. What we really need to do is efficient import substitution. Atmanirbhar should not degenerate into the old style import substitution. I think that is contrary to what is good for our country. There is a lot more to say, but I will say only two more and stop there. Job creation. People are all talking about the fact that jobs are not increasing. Some people talk about what is happening is jobless growth. That's bad. But at the same time, we must note, simply job creation without growth is equally bad. That is not the way we have to do it. We really need to create where the employment opportunities come. It is the technology which is having an impact. Many people will say that, why do you blame technology? Since the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, we have been able to overcome this problem. That is because the increase in output was so fast that they were able to absorb all the displaced labor and also absorb labor from agriculture. We have not been able to, at the present moment, that is a problem which we really need to take note of. In fact, artificial intelligence or Gen AI and machine language and all that are going to make the problem even more complicated. We really need to identify, even in the present context, what are the relatively labor-intensive sectors of the economy and focus on it. Please remember, we cannot ignore high technology. We need to absorb high technology. It is extremely important. Otherwise, you will be thrown out. You will be treated as least efficient. So we need to absorb high technology. We need to be able to produce output which involve high technology. But at the same time, we should be able to identify sectors of the economy where there is relatively labor, which are relatively labor intensive. And therefore, I would say the answer to this is not simply to increase a skill or something. Yes, skill must be imparted, but it is a bad reflection on our higher education that after having completed a higher education, we say that we need to impart additional skill. I think this is a strange situation. I think all the skills should have been imported, have been part of the system even as they were doing their studies. Therefore, what I would like to say is that the need for looking at relatively labor-intensive sectors, and that is where I think the food processing industry is critically important. But there are other sectors of the economy on which we should focus. And finally, only thing that I want to mention is that people talk about equity. It is true. Growth will be meaningless unless the benefits of growth spread to all sections of the community. Early days of Industrial Revolution, yes, it went off well, that focus on increasing output, and even if people suffer, even if labor is not paid adequately. Dickens' novels represent that. But today, we cannot sequence it. We cannot say growth first and then equity. Because even growth cannot be sustained unless there is equity along with it. Therefore, social safety nets are extremely important even as we grow. More can be said, but let me stop here and summarize only in saying that's in substance. India's development strategy should be multidimensional. Growth may be stimulated by raising investment rate, emphasizing agriculture, manufacturing and services, absorbing new technologies, and promoting a mix of sectors that is employment friendly. Job creation is going to be the toughest challenge ahead, not only in India, but all over the world. May I wish once again all the graduating students the very best in the coming years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chancellor Dr. C. Rangarajan. Now, we request the Chief Guest, Professor T.G. Sitaram, to deliver his convocation address and bless the graduates.
It's a request from us here. Could we have some silence, all of us, especially from that side? Please, let us give that respect to our invited guests. Please. Yeah.
Namaste to everyone. Very good morning to all of you. Honorable Chancellor Dr. Sri Rangarajan, ICFAI Foundation for Higher Education, Hyderabad. Very distinguished personality, Sri Honorable R. Venkatramani, Learned Attorney General of India, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. L.S. Ganesh, Mrs. N. Shobharani SSVG, Chairperson of ICFAI, Mr. V.R. Shankarji, President of Board of Governors of ICFAI Society, all the EC members, Academic Council members, the deans, the faculty, the directors, and most importantly, the graduates and their parents. I'm extremely happy to join you all today for the 14th convocation of ICFAI Foundation for Higher Education, Hyderabad. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the graduating class of 2024. This is a significant milestone in all the graduates' journey, and it marks the beginning of a new chapter filled with opportunities and challenges. Let me once again congratulate all the graduates, and I know that we have more than 2,500 graduates are here, and for that also congratulate all the leadership of the ICFAI Foundation. Let us give a big applause to the leadership and all the graduates, please. Thank you. I am particularly delighted to be part of this event, not only because it celebrates the achievements of all of you, the young graduates and the research scholars of this university, but also it reflects the collective efforts of our educators, administrators, and policy makers who strive to create an environment conducive to learning, innovation, and growth. I also would like to place on record and congratulate all the medal winners and the prize winners today and the award winners in many streams of their discipline. Most importantly, to the parents of the graduates, today is as much of a celebration of your efforts and sacrifices as it is your children's achievement. Your unwavering support, encouragement, and guidance to the wards have been very instrumental in shaping their journey to this significant milestone. As they step into the future, equipped with knowledge and skills, let us make a moment to acknowledge and appreciate the role the parents have played in your success. Your belief in their potential has been their greatest motivation. Thank you for being their pillar of strength and entrusting the university and also all the administrators, educators in India with their greatest contribution to the nation building. Together, we celebrate not just their graduation, but also your dedication and love. Friends, particularly the graduates note the entire ICFAI administration and the leadership is here to celebrate your success. Friends, we heard Dr. C. Rangarajan talking about Vikasit Bharat and also how India is growing both in economy and also the challenges what we have in front of us. As you all know, we are the 5th largest economy in the world today and bound to become the 3rd largest economy in a couple of years. Friends, the role of education sector is very, very critical in this. We cannot be just going ahead with the economy growing, but our education sector left behind. So let's look at what is our education sector. How is it doing? Friends, today we have close to about 26.5 crore children going to the school from class 1 to class 5. But unfortunately, by the time they come to higher education, hardly 4.3 crore children are coming to higher education with a gross enrollment ratio of 28.3 out of 100 in the higher education. This is a big challenge for India. If you want to become the leader of the world in the economy, we need to be leading even in education sector, because most of the developed countries have more than 75% or even some of them 90% of the gross enrollment ratio in higher education. The countries like Israel, South Korea, Japan have touched 90%, and USA and many others are somewhere between 75 to 85% of the gross enrollment ratio. And let's look at where are these children, 26.5 crore children we are able to put into the school education are going. Where is the dropout? When the secondary school and the high school, by the time they come to the class 10, almost more than 10 crore children drop out. Even the statistics of the Ministry of Education clearly highlight, even the 11 crore children goes to skilling, and about 4.3 crore children goes to higher education, and still we are not able to track about 10 to 12 crore children where they are. This is the irony, friends. This is where we need to focus, and we need to bring all these children to higher education. So let's look at how many universities we have in the country. We have close to about 1,200 universities and 45 to 50,000 colleges offering programs in higher education. And today, and these are accommodating close to about 4.3 crore children in higher education. Imagine National Education Policy, we just celebrated the 4th year on 29th of July, and as per NEP 2020, our goals are to reach the gross enrollment ratio of 50% by 2035. 2035 is not very far away, just hardly 10 years. And in 10 years, if we are able to achieve that 50%, that means another 5 crore children are going to come to higher education. And how many universities we would like to have to accommodate these additional 5 crore children. That means we have to build almost equivalent to what we have today. Is that possible in 10 years? See, if you look at the gross enrollment ratio in 2001, it's about 11%. And today, we have taken almost 24 years to come to 28.3%. This growth is exceedingly well when compared to from the independence time to the 2024. But we have a lot of work to do in this field, ladies and gentlemen. Let me also tell you about All India Council for Technical Education. This AICTE started in 1945 as an advisory body to the then British government. And it acquired a regulatory position in 1987 when large number of engineering colleges mushroomed in southern part of India, particularly starting the state of Karnataka and then the United Andhra Pradesh, then Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra a little later, and then others joined. Today we have close to about 3,600 engineering colleges, 3,500 diploma institutions, and more than 2,000 standalone PG diploma courses and also MBA offering institutions. It makes up to 8,400 institutions in the country, and this landscape is accommodating only the 25% of the higher education students. And I also would like to tell you that 80% of these students in higher education, 80% are in the undergraduate field. That is either 4-year degree program or a 3-year degree program. 80% of the students. And the 25% are only in the professional courses. Rest of the 75%, they are all in the BA, BCom, such programs. So the landscape is very, very complex, and we need to look at what we have achieved and how do we progress in the future. So let's look at how we have done in the engineering and management education, because I come from AICTE as a chairman. Today, we are producing close to about 1.5 million engineers every year. 1.5 million, just to get a glimpse of it. All IITs put together produces 15,000 graduates per year. And all the NITs, another 20,000. That means it is about 1.2%. Our cream, what we call ourselves, IITs and NITs, is hardly 1.5% of the total number, what we produce. The challenge today in front of us, how these engineers are doing. Are they skilled? Are they doing well? If you look at that, I wanted to give you a positive picture to you. See, we do have a lot of problems. But let me give you a positive picture. Friends, note, India has delivered engineering and management education not just for India, for the whole world. Our engineers are everywhere in the world. They are heading the top companies in the world, and today we have close to about 2,000 companies established their global capability centers in India, hiring large number of engineers in our country. See, I can name some of the companies like IBM, Microsoft are having large bases here in India serving the whole. And one of those cities is Hyderabad, where we are sitting. This is a phenomenal change what we have created. We are a young nation, ladies and gentlemen. We have just completed 75 years of celebrations a few years back. So as a young nation, what we have achieved in the area of engineering and management. And imagine now, another 5 crore children are going to come to higher education. How to handle that, I will talk about it. But if that means every engineer you see in India, in the world, will be from India. That's the numbers we are going to produce. Friends, the landscape of advanced technology is continuously changing. Shifting, bringing forth new tools, methodologies, and opportunities that can significantly impact your professional journey as well. Embracing these changes with enthusiasm and proactive mindset will ensure that you remain relevant. Otherwise, you will become irrelevant. It is not just for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Being relevant, adopting technology is for all of us. We need to upskill ourselves, reskill ourselves, and keep continuous learning. That is the order of the day. Thanks to National Education Policy 2020, it's a phenomenal document. But the challenge lies in implementation of that. There are a lot of fantastic case studies of these, because in the 4th year of celebration, many vice chancellors presented those case studies, and we are hearing very positive operation about while implementing National Education Policy 2020. Friends, Dr. C. Rangarajan talked about AI, generative AI, and quantum computing. I would like to add, quantum computing will change the way we work, we live, and also we transact in the future. Note that AI and generative AI is not the future technology. It is already technology which is living with us. It is there every sphere of our life. Let me give you one simple example. As soon as I joined AICTE in December 2022, that same time ChatGPT was also released, November. How many of you have used the ChatGPT here? It's good, not a good number. But anyway, you need to start looking at these technologies and adopt that, embrace the technologies. Why? Because, see, I asked ChatGPT to write a poem about AICTE. You know, believe me, in 20 seconds, a beautiful poem encompassing the entire activity of AICTE was in front of me. Even if I hired a poet, he would have taken minimum 6 months to understand what it is happening, okay, and develop a poem. I will also give you one more example. I took a delegation to Taiwan. A Taiwanese student put a fantastic project in front of me, explaining, you know, sir, I have developed a robot which plays a guitar. But what he has done is he has used the generative AI to compose the music and play guitar using a robot. Please note, all these skills, whether it is art, dance, music, we have been told, what have we been told? We have been told that these cannot be acquired. This has either have to come through your genes, through your blood, either forefather, or somebody has to be a musician, somebody has to be a poet, or you have to slog for several years, 15, 20 years, to master these skills. These skills, this machine, what it has done with quantum computing and all cloud resources, it has reduced less than a minute, where we used to take several years to master. So let's take one more example. I recently saw ChatGPT completing a very competitive exam, the first examination, USMLE in the US. Okay, a person would study for 4 to 5 years, but this machine could crack it much better than a regular student. So these are the worries. So what we need to do is we need to adapt to this new world order. This is a very, very challenging time for all of us. Make it, so the young graduates, make it a habit that you regularly update yourself on the latest industry trends and technological advancement. Engage in activities that promote lifelong learning, such as attending workshops, enrolling in advanced courses, doing skill courses, participating in many webinars and listening to the experts like Dr. C. Rangarajan, and being active members of professional networks. It's very, very important for you to be relevant, to continue to work. This will not only expand your knowledge, but also provide you with valuable insights and connections that can propel your career forward. Furthermore, focus on skilling, upskilling, reskilling yourself. And skilling refers to acquiring new skills relevant to your field. It may be a domain skills, or digital skills, or even a communication skills. All are becoming very important today, friends. Upskilling involves enhancing your current skill set to improve performance and adapt to new challenges, and reskilling is about learning entirely new skills that allow you to transition into different roles of industries as needed. These practices are very essential in a world where the only constantly we are changing. By prioritizing continuous learning and being agile in your approach, you will be better equipped to handle the dynamic demands of the modern workforce. You will be able to anticipate changes, respond effectively, and leverage new technologies to your advantage. Friends, as we look into the future, one of the key areas of focus for us is a culture of research, innovation, and entrepreneurship. The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, driven by technological advancements and the need for sustainable solutions to complex global challenges. You have seen recent, floods, how they are affecting, landslides, earthquakes. These are the disasters. The climate change is real, friends. We need to adopt newer technologies, sustainable practices to handle this. So research is a very important component to address this problem. By research, it is not just about pushing the boundaries of the knowledge. It is also about making a difference to the world. It is about finding solutions to the challenges that confront us, whether it is mitigating the impacts of climate change, improving healthcare outcomes, or enhancing the quality of life of people around the globe. So, friends, let's look at how this space is evolving in India. If you know, up to 2003, our majority of the IITs, which are called to be a very research and innovation intensive institutions, were also elite engineering colleges, like many engineering colleges. There is a survey done by there is a paper actually in the Current Science Journal. In 2003, there were 7 IITs. All IITs put together, how many papers have been published, how many patents have been produced, which was much less than one Indian Institute of Science. That was the story of 2003. Friends, in 2023, 20 years later, IIT Madras alone has crossed in number of patents, number of papers, Indian Institute of Science. So there are a large number of institutions today, are in the world ranking. If you leave the perception, many of our higher education institutions will be in the top ranks of the world. We are no less than any country, even the developed countries, in higher education, and particularly in the areas of STEM. So here I would like to give you some statistics that how we are doing in the area of STEM. Friends, there is a rising number of research publication and innovations in our higher education institution. In fiscal year 24, nearly 1 lakh patents were granted, and a significant rise from 25,000 in fiscal year of 2020. India's ranking in the Global Innovation Index improved to 40th in 2023, rising up from almost 81st in the 2015. PhD enrollment also been a remarkable increase, almost 81.2% from fiscal year 2015 to 2022. So if you look at that number, India stands in number of research publication in science and engineering, 3rd in the world. And in terms of patents, we are 6th in the world, and soon we are going to cross many other countries and will be number 3. In terms of startups, I don't need to tell you. Today we have close to 140,000 startups, and we are already 3rd largest startup ecosystem in the world. If you look at 15 years back, these numbers were very, very small. And what this startup culture has brought, see, it is not just created our young people like you to a job creator, then a job seeker. And more than 125 of these companies have become unicorns, producing almost $450 billion worth, and 1/4 of that flowing from outside to India. These are the numbers, ladies and gentlemen, which is really mind-boggling how we have progressed in science and technology. We have increased large number of PhD scholars. The recent launch of National Research Foundation, that is Anusandhan National Research Foundation, ANRF, with a corpus of almost 1 lakh crore, is a major step towards boosting R&D in our country. Our share of high-quality research article has risen from 44% from 2019 to 2023. These jumps are phenomenal. I think there is a great hope for us that India is going to be the leader in science and technology soon. Let's also look at how the equity, because Dr. Rangarajan talked about the equity, the rising equity. Let's consider the women participation in science and technology. See, female enrollment has been significantly up by 32%, from 1.57 crore in fiscal year 2015 to 2.07 crore in fiscal year 2022. This is a testament to our efforts towards gender equity in education. Friends, you have heard, even Washington Post announced when Chandrayaan launch was successful, they even made a very witty remark in their newspaper saying that, look at the women of India who are contributed to be the successful Chandrayaan launch on spot on, was wearing bindis and wearing saris, that's what the comment they made. But anyway, let's give a big applaud to the women of India. Friends, lifelong learning is another very important topic which is very interesting to all of us. As I told you, to accommodate large number of students coming in, we need to go towards digitization, and digital universities are going to be the order. To make this happening, we have created almost 30.2 crore APAR IDs, which are unique ID for every student, starting from LKG to PhD. If you did not know, in the last 6 months, this was achieved. 30.2 crore children have been, both from school education and higher education, have registered on this APAR ID. You have a unique academic bank of credit account, ABC account. So with the national credit framework coming in as part of NEP 2020, there is a lot of flexibility has been brought in. That means you can acquire skills on microcredits on the skills anywhere. Both UGC and AICTE has announced 40% of your course credits can come from any courses what you like. Okay? Please explore that. Why? Because there is a day, is not very far away, where you are going to acquire all these 40% credit from anywhere in the world. Put into your academic bank of credit and go to an university where, whichever is the choice of yours, and take a degree, with all these advanced skills. So that's not very far away. It's very, very practical today with APAR ID and ABC is linked. So I say APAR ID, Academic Bank of Credits, and National Credit Framework is the new QR code for young learners of India. So QR code is very familiar and popular to all of you, because today we are the largest UPI transaction country in the world. 45% of the UPI transactions happens in India. The kind of digital public infrastructure what India has created is mind-boggling to many nations. We are the only nation. We take face as an ID, walk into an aeroplane. All other countries actually scan you with 3D X-ray. Okay? That's the kind of a technology adoptions we have done, and it's all happened during COVID-19. Our schools have upgraded their technology adoption in mind-boggling way. I was just talking to a friend during the break. The NTT, the National Teachers Award, our school teachers have done phenomenally well. They have adapted themselves into this technology and using that in our school education. Our children in schools are also very innovative. So AICTE has taken a new step on the creating Institute Innovation Councils to encourage innovation, protection of intellectual property rights, IPR, and we also support the filing of patents. So today, AICTE institutions, I'm not including IITs and NITs in this. AICTE institutions have filed more than 10,000 patents and more than 6,600 startups have been generated out of this. So this is a remarkable achievement for called to be second and third grade engineering colleges. So India's educational landscape is very vast and diverse, encompassing a very large number of children as well as institutions. We have, as I told you, more than 1,200 universities, which are not enough now. We need to do more and more. The government initiative was to start 100 universities in 100 days of the new government. Hopefully, that's going to be implemented soon. So these statistics, what I gave you today, are not just the numbers, but indicators of the strides we are making in the realm of education, research and innovation. At AICTE, All India Council for Technical Education, we are committed actually to create new opportunities for all young engineers and management students of India. So we have various programs and policies aimed at fostering a robust ecosystem for research and entrepreneurship. So today, our entrepreneurial skills, as I already highlighted, is a very high up in the world. So considering this, Vikasit Bharat by 2047, I think is no more a dream. But we have a long work to do. And that work has to be done, the young people who are graduating today. You need to really work hard to make India again number one. This is a possibility, because if you look at it, 16th century belonged to Indians, because our GDP was highest in the 16th century. 17th century went to Dutch. Holland people started sailing across the world. They took control of the most of the world. 18th century Britishers, more than 100 countries they were ruling. 19th century, after 1945, the World War, Americans came into picture, ladies and gentlemen. 20th century was briefly for Chinese. And 21st century is our time, ladies and gentlemen. It's India's time. Because we have 500 million young people aspiring to do. There is a hunger into learning. A lot of them are coming from rural part of India. And these people are very committed. Okay? Many of them, you can ask a question to yourself, or those who call to be successful. All of them come from a small village and without even knowledge of English. And today you are all successful. How did it happen? This has happened because of various programs in the education sector in India. Education is very important. So if you ask any rural, farmer also, he wanted to send his children to education. And his goal is only engineering or a medicine. That's why we have created such a large confusion. And I'm very happy and congratulate ICFAI coming up with newer programs. Law, arts, liberal arts. These are the courses I think we need to also encourage. Today, you don't need to be only an engineer to do every problem. I think it's a good time, golden time. Let me congratulate ICFAI leadership for coming out with newer programs. A big applaud for ICFAI, please. At the last, to the graduating class of 2024, I urge you to embrace the newer opportunities India is providing you with open arms. The future is yours to shape, and with the right mindset and determination, you can make a significant impact to the world. You know how we contributed during COVID-19. See, it is not just about becoming Vishwaguru. We have to become Vishwadatas. During COVID-19, 300 crore vaccination we gave to our people. But more than that, we gave vaccination to 83 countries in the world. And this city, Hyderabad, was very important through the Bharat vaccination, given to the whole world the vaccinations. This giving culture is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. You need to also see what you can contribute to the society and give. It may be even 10 rupees, it may be in a kind social scientific responsibility for all the scientists offering you, going and teaching in a school is also a contribution of yours. This is very important, friends. So this, as you step, today you are graduating and you are very happy that you have completed a degree. But don't be very happy. You have to continuously learn. As you step into the new chapter of your lives, remember that knowledge and skills you have acquired are powerful tools, but they are changing constantly at a speed you cannot even imagine. That means you need to continuously upskill yourself, reskill yourself. Remember that staying informed, adaptable, and committed to lifelong learning will be your keys to success. Embrace the future with confidence and enthusiasm, knowing that your proactive efforts today will lay a solid foundation for a prosperous and fulfilling career for tomorrow for you as well as for the nation. Keep pushing the boundaries, stay curious, and never stop learning. The world is moving fast, and with the right mindset and skills, only you can be successful. Thank you very much. I wish you the very best. And I once again thank the ICFAI leadership for inviting me to deliver this convocation address. Namaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Professor T.G. Sitaram, for your inspiring speech.
We request our registrar officiating, Professor Sashikala, to read the citation for the Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa for Learned Attorney General for India, Sri R. Venkataramani.
Namaste, good morning. The Executive Council of our university resolved unanimously on 30th July 2024 to confer the Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa on Learned Attorney General for India, Sri R. Venkataramani, and he graciously accepted our wish. I am happy to read the citation in honor of Learned Attorney General for India, Sri R. Venkataramani. Sri R. Venkataramani, you are the Learned Attorney General for India, having achieved remarkable success over 4 decades in the legal field. You are a versatile and eminent attorney, having practiced in various branches of law, including constitutional law, arbitration law, indirect taxation, corporate and securities law, environmental law, land laws, criminal law, human rights law, consumer law, and laws relating to services and education. Sri Venkataramani, you were designated as senior advocate by the Supreme Court of India in 1997 and were appointed as a member of the Law Commission of India in 2010, with your tenure being extended for another term in 2013. Sri Venkataramani, you have practiced before several high courts and the Supreme Court of India, representing numerous state governments, universities, and central and state public sector undertakings. You assumed the office of Attorney General of India in October 2022. Sri Venkataramani, as a testimony to your impartial approach to establishing fairness and the rule of law, you were appointed as an amicus curiae in many matters of public importance before the Supreme Court of India. Sri Venkataramani, with your vast experience in the legal field, you have authored several books and published numerous articles that serve as valuable references for budding advocates. Sri Venkataramani, you are also renowned as an orator who has shared your insights on various legal issues at international forums. Sri R. Venkataramani, in recognition of your outstanding achievements in the legal profession, the ICFAI Foundation for Higher Education, with immense pride and reverence, confers upon you the Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto.
I request Honorable Chancellor to confer the Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa, to the Learned Attorney General for India, Sri R. Venkataramani. With great pleasure, we now request Learned Attorney General for India, Sri R. Venkataramani, to come forward and receive the Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa, from the Honorable Chancellor, Dr. C. Rangarajan.
Thank you, Honorable Chancellor, for conferring the Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa.
We request the Learned Attorney General for India, Shri R. Venkataramani, to share a few words.
My dear students, but for my gray hair here, I still belong to each and every one of you. And I'm indeed privileged to be sandwiched between three real doctors. And I must also share with you that this is my second doctorate in the late part of my life. And as I was receiving this request, I had to necessarily talk to many of my friends and well-wishers and people who are in the field of education as to how to honorably respond to this request. And everybody said, without any reservation, please do accept ICFAI's invitation. And I'm here to do that. And there is an Arabian proverb which says, what happened the second time can also happen a third time. Well, a convocation is a very solemn occasion. When we are born, the immediate family jumps with joy. When we wed, we look forward to a great partnership in life. But when a convocation happens, it is a community which is joining you in your joy and asking you to look hopefully, brightfully, optimistically to be part of the march of the nation. And therefore this convocation, being so solemn, will remain with you forever in your life as one of the most memorable, joyful, wonderful, and cherished moments in your life. And I wish, just as I am probably like every one of you as a young student here, I wish each and every one of you a great life and a fulfilling life ahead. The two learned speakers, the Chancellor and Sitaraman, spoke about two important aspects of a national march towards achieving greatness at the global level, but which cannot be done without doing so good within the domestic walls of a country. And between economics and technology, where does law come in? I suppose today, law, technology, and economics are the triangles, the three angles of a triangle. And in a sense, everything that human beings have done over a period of time, from the day we invented a sharp knife, we have been always inventing technology to make our lives better, to remove the burdens of life, and to ease and create comforts for each and every one of us. That's where technology comes in. But how does technology work on its own? We need some kind of principles so that the benefits flow of technology to each and every one of us. That's where equity comes in. Equal regard comes in. Equal reward for all of us comes in. And that can come in only through well-established principles of economic play. We are gone far, far beyond Adam Smith's days. We are in a different world of economics today. Therefore, how do we create new norms for the benefits of economy and technology to make the life of each and every one of us, what you call the common women and men, who share the burdens of making this nation great? How do we reach the benefits of this to those people? And I think law comes in here as a helping hand. The US Constitution talks about the pursuit of happiness. I always wondered, what is this pursuit of happiness? And very often as a student of law and as a practitioner of law, I thought, is law really helping the pursuit of happiness of the common women and men? Sometimes doubtful answers come. For the pursuit of happiness, we have always thought that a Western understanding, a material, realizing material ends of life. But I think India and some of the Asian countries have shared with the rest of the world a larger picture of pursuit of happiness. And that pursuit of happiness is how to live a life with values, how to generate a life with values. And where do values come from? And how do we do not stifle our minds with merely a blinded pursuit of the limited pursuit of happiness? I think that's where law should come in a big, big way. If law can play a role, it will be towards the gross domestic happiness of everybody. The gross domestic happiness must come from many, many angles and many facets and many dimensions. Today, no part of our life can be done without law and intervention of law, like without technology and economics. This interesting marriage, therefore, takes the universities into the next generation of knowledge understanding, knowledge sharing. The confluence of the various disciplines of knowledge have also occurred at new higher levels. We have probably crossed the plateau and probably are moving towards the higher levels of saying the confluence of knowledge systems for India, which will generate in the next couple of decades, will be a valuable additions for the rest of the world. While numbers do matter, equity is equally important. Therefore, I feel that those of you who think that law should play a role, look at it very, very differently. It should not be a disruptor. It should be a comforter. And how do we really make that happen? And that can happen only if, as a lawyer, I understand what technology means to the rest of our life. If only I understand what higher principles of economics can make the life of each and every one of us better. I think, therefore, the study of law today is not merely a statute or a constitution. It's a study of everything about life. I understand, therefore, that it's important for us as students of law that we play this role along with law and technology and all the confluence of disciplines of knowledge. And when we march towards, as each and every one of you, every time I attend a convocation, my mind goes back in point of time when I graduated and then look at how this nation has grown from stage to stage into one of the most important voices in global affairs. And how do you really make it much more? I think it lies in each and every one of your hands. Each and every one of you graduate from universities are important points of center, focal points. And I don't think none of us fare less in that regard. Each and every one of us are focal points of importance for our nation's march. I'm too happy to be therefore here. I would probably like to not take much of our time. I'd like to conclude with a small piece we always share, on a small piece of poetry. I always share wherever I go on some occasion like this. But before I conclude and do that, I dedicate the honor given to me today to my teacher, the venerable law teacher, Professor Dr. N.R. Madhava Menon, who was my teacher. And I believe this dedication to the Guru Shishya tradition of our country must be continuously nurtured as one of the important values of India is given to the rest of the world. I believe very firmly in that. There are a lot of teachers here. I salute each and every one of the teachers present here. And I believe when you walk out, maybe 20, 30 years later, when you look back into your life, you will find those teachers who shared those nice moments with you in sharing their knowledge without any, reward or return from you. The little monetary returns, salaries are nothing compared to the love, care, compassion, and all that sharing of knowledge which takes place with you. You will then remember, oh, what a wonderful teacher she was. There are so many teachers here. I respect again, once again, each and every teacher present in this university campus on this solemn occasion. And I also must say that after many of us, as I said, become gray-haired and maybe march into the late afternoons and evenings of our life, we would have spent great partnership with our partners. And I always dedicate my valuable earnings to my wonderful partner in life, who is present also here. And sometimes she chides me, but I say that openly. And I say she is my editor-in-chief, and I am so glad to be here with us. And let me read this last piece, and I'm sure ICFAI University will begin to grow in multifold and will probably rank as high as many of the global universities, and probably in a decade later when the Vice Chancellor will still remain young and will read out the annual report, ICFAI would have probably seen, instead of 94, probably it would have gone 9th in the world ranking. I wish the university all the wonderful things to happen. So let me conclude by reading this very small piece. It's dedicated to the nation, and each and every one of you graduate, I think, must dedicate yourself to the wonderful march of the nation. The nation gives you back, and as you give it to the nation. O nation, brave and beautiful, in thoughts profound and resolve sound, in deeds quick and action swift. In the chorus of our unity, let us ride. O nation, brave and blissful, reel till your hearts feel, dumb all the garbages of your minds in pretty cages locked. Did not the Lord in Gita say, someone who does my work, those who lay down their works in me, exalting me, with malice towards none, comes to me? O nation brave and beautiful, bountiful, let each one of us be a Noah of modern times and be the arks of great fiber and space. O nation brave and benevolent, what greater temple can you build for Lord Ram of reverence deep than the sharing of your lofty cares for the weak and the infirm, the distressed and the distraught, the distressed and the disabled, the poor and the distraught? Let compassion light all corners of your mind and heart. O nation brave and buoyant, in solitude you learn, in isolation you learn, in chains drawn on all your motions you learn, all lives are one. And learn to play new patterns of life, O nation brave, with all thoughts in compassion drawn, let us march. Convocation addresses are for marching together along with the nation. Let me once again congratulate each and every one of you for all the wonderful achievements you have achieved today. And thank you so much for the university for recognizing this humble man to be part of this congregation to receive this honor. I thank the university once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now request Honorable Chancellor, sir, to confer the doctoral degrees to scholars of the ICFAI Business School. We also request our Chief Guest and Vice Chancellor to join our Chancellor.
We request the Chairperson of the Awards, Medals and Prizes Committee, Professor Shashikala, to invite the scholars for the award of doctoral degrees.
Yeah, I just need a few seconds. For a change, we wish to take the lesson from Sri Venkatramani ji immediately. We are going to honor the guides of the research scholars along with the research scholar.
Thank you, sir. I request Professor K.S. Venugopal Rao, Director, ICFAI Business School, to present the doctoral students of management to the Chancellor. I now call upon the research scholars to receive their degrees. I also request the supervisors to come on to the dais with their research scholars. I request the Chancellor, Dr. C. Rangarajan, and Chief Guest, Professor Sita Ram, to kindly honor the supervisor with a shawl. Smita Kulkarni with her supervisor, Professor Sitama. Bhatt Vaidik Bhavin Kumar with his supervisor, Professor Nikat Afshan. Saida Tahira Shadia with her supervisor, Professor Vikas Gautam. Vaishnav Kushbu Jagdish Chandra with her supervisor, Professor Sunny Bose. Ganji Kashmira with her supervisor, Professor Nikat Afshan. He wants to make an announcement. Mic ఇవ్వండి. ఇక్కడ వస్తారా? Thank you, Professor K.S. Venugopal. I now request Honorable Chancellor to confer the doctoral degrees to the candidates of the ICFAI Tech. I now request Professor K.L. Narayana to present the doctoral students from ICFAI Tech to the Chancellor. I now call upon research scholars to receive their degrees. I also request their supervisors to come on to the dais along with the scholars. I request the Chancellor, Dr. C. Rangarajan, and Chief Guest Professor Sita Ram to kindly honor the supervisor with a shawl. Pallavi Mishra with her supervisor, Dr. Sandeep Kumar Panda. B. Shilpa with her supervisor, Dr. Rajesh Kumar Jha. One second. Rajesh ka. Puranam Revant Kumar with his supervisor, Dr. Rajesh Kumar Jha. Somraj Kirti with the supervisor, Dr. P. Akhendra Kumar. Thank you, Professor K.L. Narayana. I now request the Honorable Chancellor to confer the doctoral degrees to candidates of the ICFAI Law School. I now request Professor Ravishekar Raju, Director ICFAI Law School, to present the doctoral students from ICFAI Law School to the Chancellor. Prasatana Chetri with a supervisor, Dr. V. Hemalata Devi. T. Padma with her supervisor, Dr. Y. Pratap Reddy. Medugu Geeta Priyadarshini with a supervisor, Dr. V. Hemalata Devi. M. Banerjee with his supervisor, Dr. Veena. Thank you, Honorable Chancellor, sir, for conferring doctoral degrees. Now I request our chief guest, Professor T.G. Sitaram, to present awards, medals, prizes, and all-round excellence to the respective winners of the ICFAI Business School, who will be invited to receive them from you, sir. I now request Professor K.S. Venugopal Rao, Director IBS, to join the Vice Chancellor, and the chief guest. Medals for Academic Excellence MBA. A gold medal is being awarded to the first rank holder for academic excellence. This year, the gold medal for academic excellence and a cash prize of Rs 30,000 goes to Jaganil Banerjee. Jaganil is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Is being awarded to the second rank holder for academic excellence. This year, the silver medal for academic excellence and a cash prize of Rs 20,000 goes to Prerna Verma. Prerna is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Sharma Sharma Memorial Gold Medal Fund has been constituted by the parents of Mr. Saurabh Sharma, a bright and upcoming student of MBA class of 2002 who met with a tragic end. The memorial medal is awarded to the first rank holder in MBA marketing stream. The award comprises a gold medal and a cash prize of Rs 10,000. This year, the award goes to Anushka Shukla for securing the first rank in MBA marketing stream. Anushka is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. The Fayaz Ahmed Khan Memorial Gold Medal Fund has been constituted. The Manish Reddy Ravi Award for the Best Student in Finance has been constituted by Mr. Manish Reddy Ravi, an alumnus of the MBA class of 2018. This award is given to the best student in the MBA finance stream. The award comprises a certificate and a cash prize of Rs 10,000. This year, the award goes to Jagneel Banerjee. Govind Shanbhog Award for the Best Student in HR stream has been constituted by Mr. Govind Shanbhog, an alumnus of class of 2008. This award is given to the best student in the MBA HR stream. The award comprises a certificate and a cash prize of Rs 10,000. This year, the award goes to Akshita Gupta. Akshita is requested to come on to the dais. For Academic Excellence BBA. A gold medal is being awarded to the first rank holder for Academic Excellence in the BBA program. This year, the gold medal for Academic Excellence and a cash prize of Rs 30,000 goes to Satvik Jaggayagari. Satvik is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. A silver medal is being awarded to the second rank holder for Academic Excellence in the BBA program. This year, the silver medal for Academic Excellence and a cash prize of Rs 20,000 goes to Mahesh Babu Amancharla. Medals for all-round excellence for students, ICFAI Business School, MBA. The NJ Yashasvi Award for the best student for all-round excellence in business school with a gold medal and a cash prize of Rs 41,000 is awarded to the first rank holder for all-round excellence in business school. This year, the award goes to Bollipalli Sairam Reddy of MBA. A silver medal and a cash prize of Rs 31,000 is being awarded to the second rank holder for all-round excellence in business school. This year, the award goes to Hamza Malik of MBA. A bronze medal and a cash prize of Rs 21,000 is being awarded to the third rank holder for all-round excellence in the business school. This year, the award goes to Akshita Gupta of MBA. The NJ Yashasvi Award for the best student of BBA for all-round excellence in business school with a gold medal and a cash prize of Rs 41,000 is being awarded to the first rank holder for all-round excellence in the business school. This year, the award goes to Waka Jayant Reddy of BBA. A silver medal and cash prize of Rs 31,000 is being awarded to the second rank holder for all-round excellence in BBA school of BBA. This year, the award goes to Satvik Jaggayagari of BBA. come on to the dais to receive the medal. A bronze medal and cash prize of rupees 21,000 is being awarded to the third rank holder for all-round excellence in business school. This year, the award goes to Kushi Rungta of BBA. Kushi is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Thank you, Professor Venugopal. We request Professor T.G. Sitaram to now present the awards, medals, prizes and all-round excellence to the respective winners of ICFAI Tech School, who will be invited to receive them from you, sir. I now request Professor K.L. Narayana, Director ICFAI Tech, to join the Vice Chancellor, Chancellor and the Chief Guest. A gold medal and a cash prize of rupees 30,000 is being awarded to the first rank holder for academic excellence in the BTech program. This year, the award goes to Akshara Kshatriya Bommanakanni. Akshara is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Silver medal and a cash prize of rupees 20,000 is being awarded to the second rank holder for academic excellence. This year, the award goes to Gangishetty Kiranmayi. Medals for academic excellence, BSc. A gold medal and a cash prize of rupees 30,000 is being awarded to the first rank holder for academic excellence in the BSc program. This year, the gold medal for academic excellence in BSc goes to Goditi Naga Venkata Satya Nikita. Nikita is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Medals for all-round excellence for students ICFAI Tech. The NJSSV Award for the best student for all-round excellence with a gold medal and a cash prize of rupees 41,000 is being awarded to the first rank holder for all-round excellence in the BTech program. This year, the award goes to Kandagatla Shrikar Prabhas. Shrikar is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. A silver medal and cash prize of rupees 31,000 is being awarded to the second rank holder for all-round excellence in the BTech program. This year, the award goes to Satya Pujita Tadala. Satya Pujita is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Bronze medal and cash prize of rupees 21,000 is being awarded to the third rank holder for all-round excellence in the BTech program. This year, the award goes to Dodiyawala Zion Jignesh Kumar. Professor Narayana. I request Professor T.G. Sitaram to now present the awards, medals, prizes and all-round excellence to the respective winners of the ICFAI Law School, who will be invited to receive them from you, sir. I now request Professor Ravishekar Raju, Director ICFAI Law School, to join the Vice Chancellor, Chancellor and the Chief Guest. Medals for Academic Excellence, BBA LLB Honours Program. We now request Professor Ravishekar Raju to introduce the guest students to the Chancellor. A gold medal and a cash prize of Rs 30,000 is being awarded to the first rank holder for academic excellence in the BBA LLB Law Program. This year the award goes to Heram. Heram is requested to come on to the dais. A silver medal and a cash prize of Rs 20,000 is being awarded to the second rank holder for academic excellence. This year, the award in BBA LLB Honours Program goes to Budida Nikila. Akila is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Medals for Academic Excellence, BA LLB Honours Program. A gold medal is being awarded to the first rank holder for Academic Excellence in the program. This year, the gold medal for Academic Excellence in BA LLB Honours and a cash prize of Rs 30,000 goes to Nitya Shri. Nitya is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Silver medal is being awarded to the second rank holder for academic excellence. This year, silver medal for academic excellence in BA LLB Honours and a cash prize of Rs 20,000 goes to Gautam Kumar. Gautam is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Memorial Gold Medal Fund has been constituted by the Honorable Justice B. Prakash Rao in the memory of his daughter, Miss Amrita, who lost her life at a young age to cancer. The gold medal is awarded for securing highest marks in procedural law. This year, the medal goes to Sri Lalita Madhuri. Lalita Madhuri is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Rao Memorial Gold Medal has been constituted by Mr. N. Padmanabh Rao in memory of his father, Nellutla Venkata Krishna Rao. The gold medal is being awarded for securing highest marks in legal language and business English. This year, the medal goes to Umme Rabab Oruba. Ume is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Associate Law Chambers Gold Medal is constituted by AP Suresh and Associate Law Chambers to encourage budding IP professionals. The gold medal is being awarded for securing highest marks in Company Law 1 and 2. This year, the medal goes to Budida Akila. Akila is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Sri K. Neelakanta Iyer Gold Medal is constituted by Mahalakshmi Pavani, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court, to encourage budding IP professionals. The gold medal is being awarded for securing highest marks in commercial law honours papers. This year, the medal goes to Sangeeta Chakrapani Kambambati. Sangeeta is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Srimati Prema Neelakanta Iyer Gold Medal is constituted by Mahalakshmi Pavani, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court, to encourage budding IP professionals. The gold medal is being awarded for securing highest marks in criminal law honours papers. This year, the medal goes to Sakshi Trivedi. Sakshi is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Srimati B. Ratna and Justice B. Subhashan Reddy Gold Medal is constituted by Justice Vijaya Sen Reddy to encourage budding IP professionals. The gold medal is awarded for securing highest marks in Law of Contract and Transfer of Property Act. This year, the medal goes to Amri Gupta. Amri is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Medals for all-round excellence for students of law school. The IFHE Award for the best student for all-round excellence in the law school with a gold medal and a cash prize of Rs 41,000 is being awarded to the first rank holder for all-round excellence in law school. This year, the award goes to PM Arun. Arun is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Medal and cash prize of Rs 31,000 is being awarded to the second rank holder for all-round excellence in law school. This year, the award goes to Sangeeta Chakrapani Kambambati. Sangeeta is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Is being awarded to the third rank holder for all-round excellence in law school. This year, the award goes to Jamila Shravya. Shravya is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Professor Ravishekar Raju. I request Professor T.G. Sitaram to now present the awards, medals, prizes and all-round excellence to the respective winners of ICFAI School of Social Sciences who will be invited to receive them from you, sir. I now request Professor C.S. Shailajan, Director ICFAI School of Social Sciences, to join the Vice Chancellor, Chancellor and the Chief Guest. Medals for Academic Excellence BA Economics. A gold medal is being awarded to the first rank holder for Academic Excellence in the BA Economics program. This year, the gold medal for Academic Excellence and a cash prize of Rs 30,000 goes to Pavani Munnuri. Pavani is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Medals for all-round excellence for students of law, social sciences. The NJSSV Award for the best student for all-round excellence in the ICFAI School of Social Sciences with a gold medal and a cash prize of Rs 41,000 is being awarded to the first rank holder for all-round excellence in ICFAI School of Social Sciences. This year, the award goes to Anushka R. Nair. Anushka is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal. Thank you, Professor Shailajan. I request Professor T.G. Sitaram to now present the Academic Excellence Medal to the winner of the ICFAI School of Architecture who will be invited to receive them from you, sir. I now request Professor Munawar Pasha, Principal ICFAI School of Architecture, to join the Vice Chancellor, Chancellor and the Chief Guest. Medal for Academic Excellence BR. A gold medal is being awarded to the first rank holder for Academic Excellence in the BR program. This year, the gold medal and the Academic Excellence in BR and a cash prize of Rs 30,000 goes to Sindhuja Davaluri. Sindhuja is requested to come on to the dais to receive the medal.
Our honored Shri Venkatramani ji wants to honor the institution, the Chancellor and the Chief Guest with some of his, the shawl and some mementos that he has brought. So he has given one of the Parliament, I think that goes to the institution, one picture of Swami Vivekananda, which will go to Shri T.G. Sitaram, and there'll be a picture of Mahatma Gandhi, which will be given to Shri Rangarajan ji.
To the back side of the stage to collect their folders, and there will be a photo shoot in the end.
Thank you, Professor Sashikala. We request Professor T.G. Sitaram to now present the Best Teacher Awards in each of the constituent units of the university. They will be invited to receive them from you, sir. We now request Vice Chancellor Professor L.S. Ganesh to present the winners of the Best Teachers Award in our university.
Thank you. I request Professor K.S. Venugopal, the Director of IBS, to receive the award winner and present to the Chancellor, Dr. Satish Kumar of the Business School, to receive the NJ Yashasvi Award for the Best Teacher in the Business School. It carries a certificate and a cash prize of rupees 100,000. Thank you. Thank you, Professor Venugopal. Yeah. I request Professor K.L. Narayana, Director of ICFAI Tech, to receive the award winner and present him to the Chancellor. Dr. Avinash Maladi of the Science and Technology School, the NJ Yashasvi Award for the Best Teacher in Science and Technology, carrying with it a certificate and a prize of 100,000. Thank you, Professor KLN. Now I request Professor Ravishekar Raju, Director of ICFAI Law School, to receive the award winner and present Munawar Pasha, Principal of the School of Architecture, to receive the award winner and present her to the Chancellor. The NJ Yashasvi Award for Best Teacher in ISARC carries with it the certificate and a cash prize of rupees 100,000 and goes to Professor Nikita Manvi.
We also thank Professor T.G. Sitaram for presenting all the awards, medals, and prizes. We now request directors of the schools to present all the respective graduates who are eligible to receive their respective degrees from the ICFAI Foundation for Higher Education, Hyderabad, to the Chancellor. First, we request Professor Venugopal Rao, Director, ICFAI Business School, to present the Business School graduates to the Chancellor.
Honorable Chancellor, Sir, I have the honor to present Adit Sayal and 1,069 others in person and in absentia who have been examined and found qualified for the award of Master of Business Administration degrees. V. Vamsi Krishna and 11 others in person and in absentia who have been examined and found qualified for the award of Executive Master of Business Administration degrees. A. Jagat and 770 others in person and in absentia who have been examined and found qualified for the award of Bachelor of Business Administration degrees. Yeah.
Thank you, Professor Venugopal Rao. We now request Professor Sanjay Fuloria, Director, CDOE, to present the distance and online education graduates to the Chancellor.
Honorable Chancellor, I have the honor to present Pravalika M. and 70 others in person and in absentia who have been examined and found qualified for the award of online MBA degrees. Sitigari Uday Kumar and 8 others in person and in absentia who have been examined and found qualified for the award of the distance MBA degrees.
Thank you, Professor Sanjay Fuloria. We now request Professor K.L. Narayana, Director, ICFAI Tech, to present the Tech School graduates to the Chancellor.
Honorable Chancellor, Sir, I have the honor to present Achyutini Sai Harshavardhan and 218 others in person and in absentia who have been examined and found qualified for the award of Bachelor of Technology degrees. Goditi Naga Venkata Satya Nikita and 12 others in person and in absentia who have been examined and found qualified for the award of Bachelor of Science degrees.
Thank you, Professor K.L. Narayana. We now request Professor Ravi Shekhara Raju, Director, ICFAI Law School, to present the Law School graduates to the Chancellor.
Honorable Chancellor, Sir, I have the honor to present Bebansi N. Russell and 3 others in person and in absentia who have been examined and found qualified for the award of Master of Legislative Law degrees. Adit Menon and 177 others in person and in absentia who have been examined and found qualified for the award of Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Legislative Laws honors degrees. Anivolu Sahitya and 98 other students in person and in absentia who have been examined and found qualified for the award of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Legislative Laws honors degrees. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Ravi Shekhara Raju. We now request Professor Munawar Pasha, Principal ICFAI School of Architecture, to present the Architecture School graduates to the Chancellor.
Honorable Chancellor, Sir, I have the honor to present Bagul Pujita and 17 others in person and in absentia who have been examined and found qualified for the award of Bachelor of Architecture degrees. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Munawar Pasha. We now request Professor Shaila Jain, Director, ICFAI School of Social Sciences, to present the Social Sciences School graduates to the Chancellor.
Honorable Chancellor, Sir, I have the honor to present Amrita Gudapati and 30 others in person and in absentia who have been examined and found qualified for the award of Bachelor of Arts Economics degrees. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Shailajan. We request all the graduating students to raise. I repeat, we request all the graduating students to raise. We request our Chancellor to please confer the degrees on the respective graduates.
By the authority given to me by the Executive Council of the ICFAI Foundation for Higher Education, I confer the degrees, and I charge that by thought, word, and deed, you prove yourself worthy of the award of the degrees given to you.
We request Vice Chancellor Professor L.S. Ganesh to administer the Convocation pledge. We request all the students to continue to stand for the Convocation pledge. I repeat, we request all the students to continue to stand for the Convocation pledge.
My very dear fellow children of this great land, look around you and witness the truth. This is exactly what I said some time ago. I want us to accept the bitter truth. The bitter truth is we are not seeing a competence problem, but it's actually a character problem. And we cannot rise as a nation if we continue to behave like this. It is a function for the students who are graduating. I will plead with you. I don't mind doing a Sashtanga Namaskaram. Please let us work together and rise this country. It's our country. It's our land. Anyway, I will go through the motions since I have to do that. But I'll only plead with you to touch your conscience and ask the question, are we being fair to our own country, to ourselves? Here goes. Will you follow me, whoever is there among the graduates? Can you come forward if it's okay? It'll just take a minute or so. Just please come forward so that at least we will all hear each other. Just come. It's okay. Thank you. It'll just take a minute, quickly. Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. Please. I can hear you. Thank you very much. So, as I say, just please repeat, okay? We, the graduates of IFHE Hyderabad, solemnly declare and promise that having been admitted to the degree for which we have been duly recommended, we will, in our daily lives and conversations, and in thoughts, words, and deeds, conduct ourselves in an exemplary manner, as would befit a member of the IFHE Hyderabad, and that we will support the causes of sound learning, humanity, morality, and sustainability, and that we shall uphold and advance the social and all-round welfare of fellow citizens of our great nation. Thank you very much.
We request all the graduated students to bow to the Chancellor and then take your seats. I repeat, we request all the graduated students to bow to the Chancellor and then take your seats.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor, Professor L.S. Ganesh.
We are close to the completion of our convocation and wish to honor our chief guest and Chancellor.
We request our Honorable Chancellor to present a token of our appreciation to the chief guest.
We request our chairperson, ICFAI Group, Madam Srimati N. Shobharani Yashashvi, to present a token of our appreciation to the Honorable Chancellor. Srimati N. Shobharani Yashashvi to please stay back on the stage to give our token of love and appreciation to Mrs. Vijaya Lakshmi Venkataramani. I please request ma'am to kindly come on the stage and
esteemed dignitaries on the dais, distinguished invitees, accompanying family members, faculty members, media personnel, and most importantly, dear graduating students, a warm good afternoon. It's an honor and pleasure to be here with you all as we celebrate this remarkable milestone. Today marks the culmination of your hard work, dedication, and perseverance, and I couldn't be more thrilled to share this special moment with you. On behalf of ICFAI Foundation for Higher Education, I extend my sincere gratitude to our Chancellor, Padma Vibhushan, Dr. C. Rangarajan, for presiding over the 14th Convocation. Sir, your support, guidance, and encouragement have been instrumental in helping us reach this momentous milestone. Thank you, sir, for gracing this occasion with your presence and for your invaluable contributions to our journey. Your influence has made a lasting impact and we are deeply grateful. We are highly obliged to Professor T.G. Sitaram, Chairman AICTE, for his esteemed presence and guidance. His contributions are deeply appreciated and have made this day even more special for all of us. We extend our heartfelt gratitude for taking time out of your busy schedules to share your invaluable thoughts and bestow your blessings upon our students. Your presence and guidance are deeply appreciated and have made this day even more special. Thank you, sir. We acknowledge our appreciation to Sri R. Venkataramani, Senior Advocate and Learned Attorney General for India, for accepting the Doctor of Philosophy honoris causa conferred by the ICFAI Foundation for Higher Education. Thank you, sir. A special thanks to Srimati Shobharani Yashasvi, Chairperson, ICFAI Group, for her gracious presence, which has added a unique and meaningful touch to today's celebrations. Thank you, ma'am. I'm thankful to Sri Shankara Garu, President, ICFAI Group, and Board of Governors of the ICFAI Society for being supportive all through this journey. Your encouragement and trust in us have been a guiding light, helping us reach this significant milestone. Thank you, sir. I extend my wholehearted thanks to our vibrant Vice Chancellor, Professor L.S. Ganesh, for all his valuable suggestions for the success of this 14th Convocation. Thank you, sir. I extend my wholehearted thanks to Professor J. Mahendra Reddy, former Vice Chancellor, IFHE, and distinguished advisor, ICFAI Society, for unwavering support, wisdom, and encouragement, which has been instrumental in making this day memorable. Thank you, sir. We are immensely grateful for the continuous guidance and support of distinguished members of Executive Council, Academic Council, members of Planning and Monitoring Board, members of IQAC, and members of Finance Committee. I take this opportunity to recognize and acknowledge the dedicated team of directors, deans, heads of departments, esteemed colleagues, and faculty members whose passion and commitment have been instrumental in guiding, hand-holding our students and making this journey possible. Thank you, dear team. My sincere appreciation goes to the branding team, press and media for covering this event and for their ongoing support. Your efforts in highlighting our achievements and sharing our story with a broader audience are deeply appreciated. I also would like to thank the entire examination department for the diligent work and dedication. Your meticulous efforts to ensure a smooth process have been crucial to our success. I would like to thank the student service departments of all constituents for the support extended. I also would like to thank Professor Madhavi and students' clubs and activities for the support extended. I wish to convey a special note of thanks to the IFHE administration team and Colonel Vishwanath Garu for their untiring support in organizing this event. Your collective efforts and dedication have played a crucial role in making this day a success and memorable celebration of achievement. Last but not the least, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the graduating students and their accompanying parents and loved ones. Your continued trust and support have been instrumental in shaping this institution into what it is today. Thank you, one and all. May I take this opportunity to invite you all for the lunch and enjoy the celebrations. Have a great day.
Thank you, Madam. We request our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. C. Rangarajan, to please declare the convocation closed.
I declare the convocation 2024 closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for our national anthem. Congratulations to all the graduated students of class 2024. We request all the graduated students and members of the audience to join us for lunch in Hall 1. Please note that the faculty and staff counter is separate and parents and graduates counter is separate. Thank you, one and all. Have a great day. Jai Hind.
The things that they are lying.
I will take it. I will take it. We'll get everything. Thank you.